Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us in this episode of Sports Now with Viren Ferrao. Today we're going to talk about women referees in football. There have been so few and far between, not that many women referees who've actually got an opportunity to showcase their skills in the men's game. Now, while they've officiated women's games, there hasn't seemed to be that crossover effect of women referees actually taking part in the men's game, but all that is set to change. Now, Stephanie Frappart will go down in history as the first woman to ever officiate in the final in a match as big as the UEFA Super Cup between Liverpool and Chelsea. Now, both managers have hailed her appointment as the referee in this final, but it's not just about her, it's also about the two assistant referees who join her. So it's an all-women's combination on the field in the final of the UEFA Super Cup. It's never happened before, but many are hoping that this goes beyond just being a sort of token gesture and women referees are actually included in the men's game. This 35-year-old French woman has earned her stripes in France, where she hails from, officiating in the French men's league, the Premier Division called Ligue 1. But she's also officiated in some high-profile women's games. Not too long ago, she officiated in the final of the FIFA Women's World Cup. So she knows what it takes to battle high-pressure situations, and I'm sure, as the rest of the world is sure, that this will not be the last of her officiating in games in the men's sport. Now, Stephanie is not the only woman referee to actually officiate in a men's match. There have been a few before her. The most famous among them is Nicole Petitnat. The Swiss woman was the first woman to actually officiate in a European-level qualifying game a few years ago. After that, of course, was Shaun Massey. She is a lineswoman. She's refereed in England. She's also refereed in the Premier League, but she's officiated there as a lineswoman, never actually being in charge of a top-level men's game. But these are two women who have been pathbreakers themselves in their own field, slowly but surely chipping away and earning a spot. Well, India also has its own pathbreaker. She's called Maria Ribeiro. She hails from Goa, and she is India's first and only FIFA-recognized woman referee. She's refereed in the I-League. She's refereed some international competitions, including at the Asian Games. And Maria Ribeiro has set the ball rolling for Indian women to take up refereeing as well. Now, while a lot of Indian men take up refereeing, women don't necessarily take it up at the same pace. But Maria Ribeiro has shown India that it can be done. And what's gender got to do with it? When you want to be a referee in the international game, you've got to be quick, you've got to have a sharp eye, and you've got to be competent to do the job that you're actually picked for. So if you're quick enough, you're competent enough, and you're sharp enough, why can't women actually referee a men's game? It's not about anything else. It's only about your own abilities to officiate a game, and it hardly matters whether that's a men's game or a women's game. And therefore, maybe those in power across these various associations need to start taking this very, very seriously. Not just across the globe, but here in India as well. Because unless you give our women referees the opportunity, how will they get the chance to be on that big stage, to face the big pressure? Make some mistakes if they have to. Everyone does. So history has already been scripted here with the women refereeing a major final in world football. But it's about more than just tokenism. If you want this to be not just a footnote in the history of world football, then maybe other associations and FIFA as well need to actively involve women referees across the board. That's the way forward if you want more women to take up refereeing and be part of the greatest game in the world. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Sports Now with Viren Ferrao. Make sure you follow the Mirror Now page for all the latest in the world of sport. And make sure you follow me on Facebook and Viren Ferrao on Twitter for all the updates in the world of sport. Thanks for watching.